Talking about calling in, we have Laura Hobbs on the line. She's running for District 2 in Shasta County. Laura, how are you?
Hello, how are you? Thank you for taking my call.
Sure. Well, what's on your mind?
Well, I did speak to the citizens of Igo just recently, and they gave me a big list of things that they could use in their community. They need fire hydrants. They need wider roads so that fire personnel and big engines and trucks can make it up there in cases of emergency. And a lot of their roads were damaged, actually, by the fire, and they want those roads rebuilt. They don't even have a replacement on their community sign yet that, says Igo, population, whatever. And they're having a really hard time getting any of those things. They only got $200,000 out of this $50 million settlement, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. So why didn't all of that money go to the community from where that happened? I mean, it's kind of interesting to me.
Unbelievable.
I think it should have all gone to them, and I don't like the way that Stephanie Bridget, the DA, was distributing it to pretty much everywhere except for them. Even places that had already been reimbursed by PG&E directly got money, and the citizens of Igo were not consulted in any way about how they wanted that money distributed. She refused to meet with them, and when she finally did, she wouldn't let them record it, so they walked out. Because people have been telling them all kinds of different stories and lies, and they have no way to verify the truth from the lies. So it's a terrible injustice.
What would you do as a supervisor to improve their situation? I think one thing I do have to say, I've interviewed a lot of people, and I have to say, Laura, that when I did interview you, the thing I found impressive, each time I send out usually a text out to everybody who comes on the program that's running for office, and I ask them the three things that they want to talk about that's within the jurisdiction of what office they're running for. And one candidate even told me that I have to go back and look at my statement. It's like, you can't remember? Uh-huh. And I was very impressed because most candidates, we have to work around their jurisdiction on things. I had one candidate call in from your district that talked about the schools, wanted to talk about schools, and I reminded that person that the Board of Supervisors doesn't have jurisdiction over the schools. What is it in your wheelhouse that you're running for? You can tell the folks that you do. And I remember you sending me back a list of 8 things, and every one of those things had to do with your jurisdiction as a supervisor. So are you seeing this thing in Igo as being maybe your number one thing that you'd want to do in the county?
It's certainly up in the top 3 because fighting for the citizens of Shasta County is the job of a Board of Supervisors. And we need someone in there that is going to stand up and fight for people in our district and for the whole county. And the other one major thing is the elections. We need to have free and fair elections. We need to know that our votes were counted accurately. So that's a huge issue in my opinion. And what happened in the Acid Canal when it went dry, that's another prime example in 2022. Wow. Mm-hmm. That's another example of how the citizens were not treated properly. And I would not stand for that. I would do everything within my power as a Board of Supervisor to prevent those things from happening in the future and to right the wrongs. So if it means filing lawsuits to rectify the situation, that's what I would recommend.
Well, Laura, first of all, it's Laura Hobbs. She's running for District 2. And thank you for calling in. That was great stuff. And again, I love it when candidates call in and they actually get to the point. And so thank you very much for that. Have a great day. And Laura, thank you.
Thank you.